Sam went to the what is it, a midget convention it's called?
It's the Little People Association convention. Because I didn't get to go to the convention. I just waited outside the hotel for little people because they were all just running around.
Did it feel like you were in a dream sequence?
Or an 80s rock video.
God damn it, you're right, yeah.
Oh, was midgets in those.
Did it feel like Godzilla?
It crushed them.
Yeah. I'm Gulliver Roberts.
I didn't get a lot of interviews, though, because they were very protective over what media covers these.
Come on.
Because I guess a lot of people go down to make fun.
There's no MNN. It's like, what kind of media were they expecting?
So, like, people
Just
were...
regular-sized people.
I gotta raise my hand.
Yes?
Just the visual. Can you imagine a little short Reverend Al yelling and screaming for the rights of the midget?
The right of the midget!
Can we speed up your voice? Fuck. That's how we do this bit.
I am outraged! Little Reverend Al.
Tawana Smalley.
Reverend Al Shorten.
Jesus, we got a million of them. So Sam talks to politically active tiny little people. Joe wants average-sized people to stop using the M-word. Holy shit.
All right, we're out here at the Little People Convention with Joe. Joe, what's the haps?
Well, you know, we have 2,500 little...
It's funny every time.
Before you laugh,
Funny every time.
has a wife and children and works with computers. So he's just like anybody else.
What is he, a screensaver? He'll come over your house and run across your computer until you get back.
Well, what's the haps, huh? Let me tell you what the haps is. I got a stupid voice.
He walks between the keys and picks out crumbs.
He's a fucking helium tester.
He lays on his belly and you use him like a mouse. That voice is, I'm sorry, funny every fucking time.
It really is.
What do you want from me? I'm supposed to not laugh at this?
I know.
That's for real.
You gotta laugh.
No, you're not supposed to.
Well, you know, we have 2,500 little people from all over the world here. We're all here to learn about how to help the outside world, the average-sized world, as we call it, better understand
Normal
us
people.
and better accept us.
What do you think is one of the problems that's like plaguing the Little People community?
The biggest problem the average-sized community doesn't understand is the M word, the midget word. The midget word is considered derogatory within LPA, and it continues to be used within the average-sized population because people just aren't aware how hurtful it is.
Right.
We're dwarfs, short-statured people, little people, persons of short stature, anything else but midget, because the midget word for us is like the N-word for African American.
See, and we started this conversation months ago. We said this is where it was all going.
Everyone's just going to pull some word out that people are now going to equate with the N-word.
How about twerp?
Yeah. He did say anything about midgets, so
It's true.
I'll go with kickable. You go with twerp.
Munchkin.
Munchkin.
Munchkin, they must hate Munchkin. How about Oompa Loompa?
Oompa Loompa, Munchkin, they must hate.
Get me a bonbon accident.
We meet Charles, who starts talking right away and thinks the M-word is the same as the N-word. He's mad at Donald Trump for using it on the Celebrity Apprentice.
Charles is very, very upset.
All right.
I'm Charles. The word midget.
Hold on, that's still Joe.
No, that's Charles. Opie.
How do you know?
Charles?
Because it's a different person.
How do you know?
They're human
They sound the
beings.
same.
Yeah, they all sound.
I mean,
pretty
similar, but not the exact same.
All right, we'll just have to take your word for this. This is a different guy.
Yes.
I'm Charles. The word midget to us is like the N-word for black people. And I think that
I've got a good question here. So what does one call a black midget? That is like
A little African American
person.
Right. Is it?
No, I got about 3 names
Yeah,
that
me
get
too.
me fired.
Sure.
Well, all right. I mean, are we writing down the answers or?
Oh, jeez.
Well, what? Is that wrong? What happened there?
That's terrible.
Well, you asked the question. I figured I'd answer it.
understand.
What?
Oh, no.
Well, you did ask the question.
I got one.
Let me see.
Let me. Mm-hmm. I'll just right there.
That's right. Yeah, of course.
Okay, see, that's of course.
You know, it transcends everything.
Yeah, the only answer you would have. Jesus. At least we try to make it a little fun.
What? I'm just being accurate.
We try to make it fun with our racism.
All of them would be offensive.
Yes, all of them would be offensive.
All right, let's get into this Charles thing.
People. And I think that the general population really doesn't understand that, and it's very offensive when you use the word midget. And I think Donald Trump ought to be feathered and tarred for his Celebrity Apprentice show.
Tarred and feathered, asshole.
You idiot.
Right.
No, you put the feathers
What
on
are
first.
you gonna?
How does that get? Yeah, but how's
Feathers and then tar.
Yeah,
is
how's that
silly.
gonna ever work?
Yeah, the feathers won't stick
Because
to you
the
at all.
silliness to the thing is walking around with the feathers on.
And I like his ancient fucking punishments that he has.
Donald Trump ought to be feathered and tarred for his Celebrity Apprentice show, talking about using the M word. It's like, hey man, why don't we use the N word for a black person?
You're here.
Of course, they won't do that because that's taboo. But I guess it's okay to call us midgets when it's a very offensive word.
What makes it so offensive? Why is that word so offensive?
Very good question.
Sure. There's a girl
it's
one.
associated with the freak shows back in like the 1940s, 50s. It was kind of a very derogative, demeaning
Derogatory, you dumb
word.
twat.
So I
Was
think
it,
that's
or was
kind
it
of
just
carried on
descriptive?
and just very offensive to us.
Who's that?
That's some little girl one.
Was she attractive?
No, she was older.
Oh,
You should have got in her. Well, you can't really get in her face, I guess. But
getting that ass.
maybe if you got on your knees, you should have got in her face with her.
Yeah.
With her.
Say, listen, you.
Did you feel weird, like having to put the mic down there and go, whoa, without like looking like you're being condescending?
Or do you just pick her up?
Yeah.
Do midgets hate when you pick them up to talk into the mic and hold them like at the crook of your arm?
You support their head.
So why don't you think you're being taken seriously? And you rock him gently and he goes, well.
He goes to sleep. You give him a binky.
Of course he does.
This would have been my interviewing technique. I would have asked the question and then went like this.
Oh, put the mic by your cock? Yeah. And have
Big
him
black
talking
heart
to-
on.
Not talking to that.
You wouldn't be taken seriously as a joke.
Oh, well.
You should have dressed up with curly shoes with bells on them and a pointy little green hat and just gone there like that and seen if they would have given you interviews.
I think it would have been harder to get people to talk to
You should do that. You should go back in that outfit with the Pop Goes the Weasel music, and then just put your hands over your head, and then spin in a circle like you're one of those fucking Hummels that people buy.
Were they in nice little suits?
They were dressed like we dressed. Some of them had
How do they get those clothes?
smart. Well, I guess
Gap kids.
Osh, gosh, bagosh.
Some of them had jeans and t-shirts on.
Yeah.
The kids were all dressed very hip, like young kids dress. T-shirts and jeans.
Let's go down there with some yellow paint and just make a lot of yellow roads around them.
Were there anyone with a T-shirt that had an arrow and "I'm with human"? No,
Fine. They're not.
I'm with child of non-drinker.
I would start asking them Travelocity commercials. Like asking them a question about Travelocity. I really need cheap airfare. Could you help me?
You should have asked them questions like, "What do you get?" What do you think they would have picked up if you said, "What do you doopity do when somebody?"
Doopity do.
All right, we're here at the Little People Convention with Frank. Frank, what's the haps?
What's the haps? The convention, everything's.
All right, that's still Charles.
No.
You talked to one guy.
Yeah, what
you
is that?
lazy fuck.
These are three different guys.
No.
Yes, they are.
One guy.
It's not one guy. All right, we're here at the Little People Convention with Frank. Frank, what's the haps?
What's the haps? The convention, everything's going on. Sightseeing, mingling. There's a lot of sports and meeting women.
Some people seem to be using this as a place to try to get people to stop using that M word. Is that something that you agree with?
Absolutely, it's one word out of everything in the entire English dictionary, there's just one word we don't like being called, and it's an upward battle to get people to know that's just not appropriate.
Thank you, cunt.
We have our.
Unfortunately, the group only has one authorized media representative here today.
Okay.
I can't allow you guys to be on property interview.
Okay.
Okay, I apologize.
Only
What is
one
that
media rep?
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
What is that bullshit? Freedom of the press, you motherfucker.
You silly little geese.
You know what? Now we go back.
Now
do the
you got us
doopity-doo
mad.
question.
Now
you
we
want
get
a
nasty.
war? You little fuck?
Yeah. Someone's suggesting that we
go to war.
send Iraq dressed as Snow White.
Gather everyone up.
Can we get a Snow White fucking costume for Iraq?
For Iraq, of course
One
you
guy
can.
is Snow White, another guy is Willy Wonka.
Oh God, we got to go back.
What a scene we would cause.
Yeah.
You know how mad they'd get?
Yo, they get so
So
mad.
you'd get a few shin bruises.